Here we are. I am finally back after backpacking Thailand for the last 2 months of my life. And boy, what an experience. From trekking deep in the jungles of Thailand, viewing some of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen, to literally cruising on a scooter around Thailand on some of the most amazing, carvy, beautiful roads. Thailand was an experience I will never forget. So like I said, the last 2 months of my life, I was backpacking Thailand. And this was a big first for me in a lot of ways. First time, I am an American. I live in America. And it was my first time overseas. It was an amazing, amazing experience. And ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to travel. So here I am making that dream a reality. And it was one in which I will never forget. So if you guys are new to the channel, I am an avid lover of photography. I love taking amazing images. I love creating art with a camera. And as a photographer, I wanted to travel. I want to travel the world and share what I see, what my lens sees, what you guys watching. Being a photographer, I wanted to challenge myself by exclusively using only one camera and one lens. If you guys are new to photography, it is one in which you can go down the rabbit hole and there's so much out there, so much gear. But I wanted to really understand photography on a deeper level. So I was like, I'm gonna only use one camera, one lens. I have a Sony a7 IV, I have the Trinity, I have the 70-200, 16-35, 24-70, all amazing lenses, nothing wrong with that. The camera I chose to bring with me alongside this trip was my Fuji X100VI. If you guys are new, this is one of my favorite cameras. It's growing to be one of my favorite cameras. This is a very premium point and shoot camera, if you will. 40 megapixel sensor, has a 35mm equivalent full frame lens. This camera, like I said, only camera I use for taking images in Thailand. And it was one in which I got to learn a lot about this camera, its weaknesses, its strengths. When I left to go to Thailand, I cleared my Lightroom catalog. So after I take all my images, I import them to Lightroom to lightly edit them if I need to. I cleared that. When I got back, I literally looked at how many images I took. I took over 8,000 images.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
While being in Thailand, which is kind of interesting. So all those images are taken, like I said, on this camera right here, all the images you're seeing. And this is an amazing camera. I've had it since August of this year. I will definitely be doing a more long-term review on this camera when that time comes. But if you are interested in learning more about this camera, definitely check out some of my previous videos and be on the lookout. Like I said, in the future, I will be discussing my long-term review of this camera. I have over literally 20,000 shots on this camera. I just checked. I plan to keep using it for the future. I really am falling in love with the rangefinder style camera and how you're basically just focused on the live present moment, because we live in such a digital age, having cameras with these nice screens and iPhones and computers. It's good to limit your screen use and stay presently in the moment. And that's what I'm really coming to love about this camera. So while I was out there, if you guys are not familiar, basically a rangefinder style camera, you see exactly what what it is in front of you. It's literally just a piece of glass that you're looking through, and you're seeing the world as it is. So pretty interesting stuff. That got me going down the rabbit hole of Leicas. So more on that in the future, and how I want to go about sharing those images. Like I said, guys, we live in such a digital world where pretty much everything is digital. You're watching this on a video, I'm assuming on a computer, on a phone, tablet, something along those lines. I want to bring the physicality back to this world with these images that I create. An image is worth 1,000 words, and a beautiful photo is one in which will age. I look at it like you take an amazing photo, and oftentimes you take the photo, you look at it in the moment, you're like, oh, that's a cool photo. As time goes on, you look back on that photo and it's a good photo. It will age like wine, and good photos can stand the test of time, 10, 20, 30 years, longer than that. It's art, and I want to share that art physically. Something that I have been exploring for the last couple months is printing out my work. Even the printer that I use right now, guys, I'm using a Canon little 4x6 printer. Does the job. I started this album earlier in summer, and I am just putting photos in there that I really enjoy. I print out the photos that I really enjoy. And when I go through this album, it's something about seeing the photo in person on a piece of, quality paper. Nothing beats it. And what I want to do is continue printing. I want to eventually get a bigger printer or have a company print out some beautiful images. Also, what I want to do is create a photography book and share that with you guys. So what I'm in the process of literally doing as we speak is I am creating a photography book, my first photography book for this trip to Thailand. So all the images that I took those 2 months, those 8,000 images, I'm combing through all those, picking out the bangers, and I'm going to put those in a beautiful book, a beautiful premium book. This book will be limited edition. I'm not entirely sure how many I'll be making, but it will be a limited edition. So if you guys are definitely interested in that, be sure to check out my Instagram and my Substack. That's where I pretty much try to post and keep people up to date on what's happening with my photography journey. So definitely check that out. And then obviously I'll make a YouTube video when the time comes. Sometime next year, 2025, that will be dropping. So be on the lookout for that. But when it comes to just viewing your work, if you are into photography, get the little Canon printer that I have that I'm talking about. It's like $100. Print out some of your work. You're gonna be like, wow, like when you see it in person, even on a little printer like that, it's going to change your view on photography. So check that out. And circling back to just the importance of traveling and like where I'm at right now in life, I want to travel more. And Thailand was definitely, like, I would say, the kickoff to my traveling frenzy. Looking out into 2025, I want to travel a lot. I want to go to Europe. I want to backpack Europe, hit some amazing countries in Europe, and also Australia and Japan. So 2025, that's kind of where I'm looking. If you guys have any experience with either of those places, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, some of the cool countries to visit while you're there, cities, towns, things to get into. And I will definitely keep that in mind. I greatly appreciate that. What to expect in the future in 2025 from this channel? I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling. I'm very much so looking forward to traveling and sharing what I see, what my lens sees with you guys watching now. So that is what you can expect from this channel going forward. I'm gonna be doing some traveling next year. And like I said, I want to release books. So I would love to dedicate books that are for that specific travel. So if I'm going to Japan for 2 months, create a nice, beautiful book that represents that memory for me, that travel experience. So be on the lookout. A lot of traveling, gonna be creating some beautiful things. And thank you guys. Thank you for, if you're watching this video to this point, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. So when it comes time to how I'm sharing some of my travels, at least in the moment, I came to realize I'm not the best with creating videos while doing that, and I need to improve that, which I will. However, what I was creating while I was out and about in Thailand, every week I created a Substack. It's like, think of it as a newsletter if you guys are unfamiliar. And I would take amazing images for that week, put it in a Substack, put it in the newsletter, and write a little bit about it just to keep you guys up to date on what I'm doing, what I'm seeing. And I would send that out every week. So if you guys are interested in that, I highly recommend subscribing to my Substack. I will leave it in the description below. And what's really cool is it's basically an archive. So you right now are able to go back and read some of those Substacks while I was in Thailand. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And also another place that I post pretty much on the fly when I'm traveling is on Instagram. So my Instagram will be linked in the description below. All the images that I was taking that I really enjoyed basically in the moment, and I would like look at the back of my camera like, hell yeah, this is a good image, I would post to my Instagram. Like I said, in the description, check out my IG, and then I post on my story on like just the behind the scenes or whatever the hell I'm saying. So those platforms I really enjoy. And then obviously here on YouTube, I can't forget about YouTube. It's funny, like I'm into photography, taking photos, but you make videos about photography. It's just the world we live in, fun place. So definitely be on the lookout for photography videos, just travel videos, life videos. You know, I just really want to document this life, document what I'm experiencing, what I'm seeing. That's where I'm at right now in life. So that's what this channel is going to be going forward in 2025. It's going to be interesting. I'm very blessed and fortunate to be able to be in this position that I am in now. I have the resources to take some time and dedicate some time to what it is I enjoy doing, which is traveling, which is creating beautiful images. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here we are. Life is meant to be lived, so go out there and live it. And with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.